Already I discussed in the previous video what is the meaning of common end effect. Continue this now. Buffer solution. So what is the meaning of buffer solution? How to calculate the pH of a buffer? For that we have a Anderson equation also. So first we'll see what is the buffer solution. Say I take 10 ml of 1 molar NaCl solution. The pH is 7 for this. NaCl pH will be 7 because it is a neutral solution. Okay. Strong acid versus strong base. pH will be 7. Now what I do is, for this 10 ml of 1 molar HCl, now what I do is, for 10 ml of 1 molar NaCl, I will add 1 ml of HCl. What will happen to the pH? Whether the pH remains the same, pH increases or pH decreases. As HCl is added, they ionizes and gives H plus and the Cl minus. And what is this? If the H plus ion concentration increases, pH will going to decrease. Definitely the pH will come less than 7 it becomes. The pH changes. Now, instead of this, what I do is, to the same NaCl solution, 10 ml 1 molar NaCl solution, what I do is, I will add 1 ml NaOH solution. Strong base I am adding. Sodium hydroxide will give Na plus and the OH minus. So what OH minus increases means the pH increases only. pH will increase and pH will become greater than 7. Ammonium acetate NH4. I'll take one more example. CH3 COONH4 ammonium acetate. See, its pH is 7. It's a neutral in nature. To this, I will add 1 ml of 1 molar HCl or 1 ml of 1 molar NaOH. Anyone. With this small addition, the pH is not changing. The pH will still remain as 7 only. And such solutions they are called as the buffer solutions. Solution which will resist what? Change in pH upon addition of small quantity of an acid or small quantity of a base, that is called as buffer solution. I repeat. Solution which resist, which will not allow what? Change in pH. How? Upon the addition of what? Small quantity of an acid or a base. That is called as the buffer solution. Again, you take a 1 liter of a buffer solution, to that add 1 liter, pH will change. I am saying 1 liter you take, small quantity of an acid or a base you add, then the pH will not change. Because when the larger quantity is there, the buffer activity, when the large quantity is there, the quantity of buffer is not sufficient to resist the pH change over there. So, upon the addition of small quantity of HCl or an acid or a base, then pH will not change in this, that is a buffer solution. Type of buffer. See, I'll give you some example. You tell me. CH3COONH4. One example. Ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide mixture. Again, example only. CH3COOH and CH3COONE. Again, example 4. So, what is the difference we have in these two? See, only one substance or only one chemical is acting as a buffer. So, this is called as simple buffer. Only one chemical acting as a buffer, simple buffer. There are two. Here also two. So, it is called as mixed buffer. Note this properly. They can give certain buffer solutions. Take the odd one out. Means they may give 3 mixed buffer and 1 simple buffer also. Take the odd one out. Like that question can be there. Or they may ask among these which is simple buffer, among these which is mixed buffer. Like that also question can be asked. Now take this example now. CH3COONE plus CH3COOH. One buffer solution. This is a buffer solution. Then CH3COONH4 and here ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide. And if you see here, if the pH is less than 7, pH equal to 7, pH greater than 7. So what I can say? Here, as the pH is less than 7, it is called as acidic buffer. Means this classification is based on the pH. It is neutral buffer and this is basic buffer. So if the pH is less than 7, acidic buffer, pH equal to 7 is the neutral buffer and the pH greater than 7 is the basic buffer water. Note it. Now, which will form the buffer? Remember here, for buffer preparation, weak acid or weak base is needed. If at all I have to go for acidic buffer, I should have a weak acid. For the basic buffer, I should have a weak base is the must. And again, I should have a strong salt of this one only. Strong salt of the acid only. So, strong salt of the acid. But thing is that they should have a common ion. With the common ion is the must. Here plus strong salt of the base, weak base with common ion is the must. This forms the acidic or the basic buffer. So strong salt of the acid with the common ion and the weak acid. Strong salt of the weak base with the common ions. That forms the buffer. Sodium hydroxide is a base. And ammonium hydroxide also a base. Can it form a basic buffer? So, sodium hydroxide gives Na plus and the OH minus. Ammonium hydroxide gives NH4 plus OH minus. can it form the buffer? See, this is not a salt. This is base, is not a salt over there. So what is it? Weak base. That criteria is satisfied here. Weak base is there. And there is a common ion. Common ion. That criteria also satisfied. But thing is that the iodide should be a strong salt of base. Strong salt of it with the common ion. But this is not a salt of ammonium hydroxide. NaOH is not a salt of ammonium hydroxide. So this cannot work as a buffer. NaOH and NH4OH mixture cannot work as a buffer. CH3 COO will ionize as CH3 COO minus and the Na plus. Acidic acid CH3COOH will ionize to give CH3COO minus and the H plus. CO. Weak acid, that criteria is satisfied. Strong salt, that also satisfied. And there is a common ion also. Means CH3COONe plus CH3COOH can act as a buffer. Ammonium chloride gives NH4 plus and the Cl minus. Ammonium hydroxide gives NH4 plus and the OH minus. Weak base, satisfied. Strong salt, satisfied. Common ion, satisfied. Means ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide mixture can act as buffer. So you see CH3 COOH plus water, because aqueous solution are taking, gives CH3 COO minus and the H3O plus. Then CH3 COONe will give CH3 COO minus and the Na plus. Now what I do is I will add little HCl to this mixture. What about that? HCl will ionize to give H plus and the Cl minus. Now Cl. See, there is a common ion effect. There is a common ion effect. And because of this common ion effect, the dissociation of acetic acid reaction will be reversed to the backward direction or to the left. So, due to common ion effect, what is that? There will be plenty of CH3COH. And again, there is a plenty of CH3CO minus ion due to dissociation of CH3CONe. See, plenty of acetic acid molecule will be there, plus plenty of acetate ion due to this, not due to this. Due to the acetic acid dissociation, there is no plenty of acetate ion, but due to this, there is a plenty of acetate ion also. Now, what I do now? See, H plus is an acid. H plus gives the acid strength for that. So H plus will react with the plenty of CH3CO minus present in the solution to give CH3COOH. I repeat. As and when H plus is formed, they will react with the base CH3CO minus ion and convert it into acetic acid. But when the acetic acid is formed, they cannot ionize to much extent because of the common effect. This ionization will not be there. That is suppressed over that due to the common effect. When the pH changes, when the H plus ion increases, the pH will decrease. But as H plus form immediately react with the acetate ion which are in the plenty, no change in the H plus ion concentration takes place, pH remains the same over there. See, HCl is giving the H plus ion, but immediately acetate ion take it and convert it to acetic acid, and the acetic acid will not ionize further, or because of the common effect. So if this is ionizing, then again there will be increase in the H2O plus ion or the H plus ion, then the pH would have changed. But that is not happening because of that common effect over time and the whatever grabbing of the H plus by the acetate ion. Now, add the sodium hydroxide. What is that? Na plus OH minus ionization will be there. See, in the solution already mentioned, there is a plenty of acetic acid. So, acetic acid which are plenty is an acid. What about OH minus? It's a base. Neutralization reaction takes place to give CH3COO minus and the water molecule. See what happened here? See, when we add the sodium hydroxide, if the OH minus increases over there, then the pH would have been increased. But when we add the sodium hydroxide, we give the OH minus. The OH minus is immediately taken by the acetic acid for acid-base neutralization reaction. Means this reaction will not allow increase in the OH. No increase in the OH minus ion concentration, so no change in the pH. This is how that buffer works. When the large quantity is added, you say large quantity of NaOH is added, you say for 100 ml of the buffer, you add 200 of sodium hydroxide. Acetic acid, which are that to neutralize the OH minus, may not be sufficient, then the pH will change. Because I took only very less buffer, added the more sodium hydroxide, which gives the OH minus more in number, so that this quantity may not be sufficient, then the pH may change. But when the small quantity of an acid or a base is added, pH will not change. Ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide act as a basic buffer. So ammonium chloride ionizes to give NH4 plus and the Cl minus. Ammonium hydroxide, which is a weak base, gives NH4 plus and the OH minus. So there is a common effect. Dissociation of ammonium hydroxide suppressed due to reaction moving to the left. Due to common ion effect in the solution, that is what? Plenty of NH4OH concentration, plenty of ammonium hydroxide, then plenty of NH4 ion due to ionization of NH4Cl. See, NH4 plus ion is due to the ammonium chloride, not due to the ammonium hydroxide. Now, small quantity of HCl is added to the buffer. HCl ionizes to give H plus and the Cl minus. If nothing happens, then the H plus should increase and the pH should decrease. What's here? What is that? H plus is acidic. Okay, it gives acid strength. Ammonium hydroxide is base. Plenty of ammonium hydroxide present. They react with the H plus and use NH4 plus and the water molecule. As and when the H plus comes over there, that will be taken by the ammonium hydroxide so that H plus concentration will not increase, because whatever H plus comes will be utilized for the reaction with the ammonium hydroxide. So H plus concentration will not change, means pH remains same. Now, instead of this, to this mixture, not the same mixture now, you throw it. Take this again, add sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide gives Na plus and the OH minus. Now, if nothing happens, OH minus increases and the pH should increase. If nothing happens, I said. But, see, plenty of ammonium chloride is there. See, there is a plenty of ammonium ion, which is acidic. So, this plenty of ammonium ion, which is there, they react with the OH minus to give ammonium hydroxide. See, if the OH minus increases, the pH increases. But as and when the OH minus comes over there, that will be used for the reaction. Means OH minus remain the constant. And remember, ammonium hydroxide form cannot further ionize because of the common effect. So, OH minus remains constant and pH remains the constant. This is how that works. Note it properly. This is how that basic buffer also works. Now, how to calculate the pH of a buffer solution? For that, we have Henderson equation. See, what I do is, I will take a general example. HA and the BA mixture is an acidic buffer. Because I should have a weak acid and a strong salt with a common ion. Is that? HA is a weak acid, BA is a strong salt with a common ion. So, HA ionizes to give H plus and the A minus. For this, I can write dissociation constant, which is H plus into A minus divided by HA. Or I can write with the HA plus water giving H3O plus and A minus also. Remember this. I can write like this also. HA plus water giving H3O plus A minus. Then the Ka is equal to H3O plus concentration into A minus concentration divided by HA concentration. Like this also I can write. You should know them both also. Sometimes in the exam paper like this only will be there. Then don't say, sir did not explain. Now, here see, Va added will ionize as B plus and the A minus ion. Okay. So see, A minus, there is a common N effect. Due to common N effect, what will happen? HA dissociation gets suppressed. Due to common ion effect, dissociation of HA suppressed. Take it. When the A minus common, so reaction will be shifted to the backward, means the left. So HA suppressed. Under suppressed condition, see, whatever A minus concentration is from salt only. In the solution, the A minus will be from this salt only, not due to the HA, because this is suppressed. So A minus concentration is from the salt concentration only, and HA concentration is of acid concentration. Really, see, HA suppressed means whatever that acid concentration is due to the HA only, not due to H plus only, H2 plus, is from HA. So substitute this in this equation. So Ka is equal to H plus concentration into salt concentration divided by acid concentration. Okay. Now I want for the pH, so take the pH H plus one side, because negative logarithm of H plus pH is equal to Ka into acid concentration by salt concentration, or I can write H3 also, H3O plus concentration divided by for this. Take the log on both sides. Log H plus concentration is equal to log of Ka into acid by salt concentration. Log AB form applied. So I have log of H plus concentration is equal to log of Ka plus log of acid by salt concentration. pH is negative logarithm, so multiply by minus 1 throughout. What happened then? Minus log H plus is equal to minus log Ka minus log of acid by salt concentration. What is that? Minus log H plus is pH. pH is equal to minus log K is pKa, then plus or minus log of acid by salt concentration. This is the Anderson equation. Or I don't want this negative sign here. I can get the reciprocal of this. Then will be the positive one. Or pH is equal to pKa plus log of salt by acid concentration. See, if the negative is there, log of acid by salt concentration. If the plus log is there, then log salt by acid concentration. And this is Anderson equations for acidic form. And one more point you remember, if salt by acid ratio is 1 by 10 to 10 by 1, it is a it is giving optimum buffer action. See, if salt by acid ratio is 1 by 10 to 10 by 1 ratio is there, that time such buffer have the optimum buffer activity. No doubt, computer exam question can be that. Among this, which will give a optimum buffer activity. 1 by 10 is 0.1, 10 by 1 is 10. So, they may give some values also, like 5. It can be because it is 1 by 10 to 10 value. Salt by acid ratio is in that range only. See, they can be like this. Among this, which will act as a strong buffer, A, salt by acid ratio is 5, B, salt by acid ratio is 20, C, salt by acid ratio is 0.0005, D, all of this. Then you have to choose the 5 because it comes with salt by acid ratio 1 by 10 to 10. 1 by 10 is 0.1, 10 is 10 only. So 0.1 to the 10, if the salt by acid ratio is there, they are a good buffers, or let me say maximum buffer activity. Now, if you are given acid and you are asked for the calculation of the pH of the buffer, then first get the pH, then pH plus pOH is equal to 14, then get the pOH is equal to 14 minus pH. Don't directly take the pOH if an acid buffer is given out. First get the pH of the acid buffer using Henderson equation, then only calculate the pOH. Note it properly. Using these equations, remember this. Henderson equation for pOH. Next one is Henderson equation for pOH. Whatever is BOH, which is a weak base, I will take. Use B plus and the OH minus. And BA is a strong salt of which B plus and the A minus. Means BOH, BA mixture act as a basic buffer. Now see here, there is a common end effect. Due to common end effect, BOH dissociation suppressed. So, due to common ion effect, BOH ionization suppressed. So, in the buffer solution, there is plenty of B plus due to dissociation of BA salt and plenty of BOH due to common effect. So, what happened then? Under suppressed condition, what happened then? concentration can be taken as the whatever B plus concentration. In the solution, whatever the B plus is that from the salt only, and base concentration is of BOH. Base concentration of BOH only. Now for this, write the dissociation constant. Kb is equal to B plus into OH minus divided by BOH concentration. Wherever B plus is there, substitute salt. Kb is equal to salt concentration into OH minus concentration divided by base concentration. Now, from the OH minus I can get the BOH. So OH minus is equal to Kb into base concentration divided by salt concentration. Take the log. Log OH minus is equal to log of Kb plus log of base concentration by salt concentration. I did not write the complete step. Log Kb into base by salt will be that, which is log Ab. Log A plus log B. That I club together. Multiply by minus 1. What happens here? Log of minus log of OH minus is equal to minus log of Kb minus log of base by salt concentration. This is the Henderson equation only. Which one? Is equal to POH is equal to PKB minus log of base by salt concentration. Or if I don't want minus sign, what you do is you go for the reciprocal of it. Or POH is equal to PKB plus log of salt by base concentration. I have gone for the reciprocal of it. Instead of base, I wrote salt. Instead of salt, I wrote base. This is the Henderson equation for basic buffer only. Basic buffer. In the competitive exam, problems on buffer solution can be asked in the NEET or the JEE. I don't think so they will be going to ask in the KCET, but the problems on buffer solution can be asked in the NEET and the JEE exams. So learn this properly. Further, I'll continue the next videos. Until then, bye bye.